All right, on to our third problem. Honestly, this one, there's only one side I'm going to work with, and that's because I just feel it's so blatantly obvious to work with the left side, because this looks like something that we can factor. So to start off, just off to the side, I'm going to rewrite this with my sine squared value first, and then my sine of x value, and then my plus 1. And if you are able to factor with sine of x's, you go for it. But what I'm going to do is to just say let my pen isn't working. Here it is. I'm going to let a equal sine of x. Because to me, negative 5a squared minus 4a plus 1 looks a lot more reasonable to factor. Okay, so basically we're going to Batman this. I am going to take out the negative first. And then I'm going to Batman, which is another thing we haven't done in a while. So I am looking for what multiplies to negative 5a squared and adds to 4a, and multiplies to negative 5 and adds to 4. That's going to be a positive 5 and a negative 1. And I'll take out my GCF. I have an a plus 1, and then an a plus 1, and you'll need a negative 1. So that's, whoops, 5a minus 1, a plus 1, but don't forget that you had this negative that we took out, so that negative should be there as well. Okay, all right, so that's your factored form. Now I'll come back over here and I will rewrite this with sine of x instead of a. Okay, so I think a lot of people are already seeing what we're going to do next here, because as we do this more, you're just going to start seeing the patterns that are occurring. So cosine squared x we will rewrite as 1 minus sine squared x. And then we can factor 1 minus sine squared x, and we will see some cancellation occur with the sine of x plus 1. This is another situation that I hope you have written smaller than I have. So this will be 1 plus sine of x, 1 minus sine of x, and your sine of x plus 1s will cancel. And I am just going to erase this to give me more room. Okay, so now I have negative 5 sine of x minus 1 over 1 minus sine of x. And we can see we're really, really close. So the only thing we're going to have to do is distribute our negative back. And that will give us negative 5 sine of x plus 1 over 1 minus sine of x. And you're not done until they look exactly alike, so I am going to make you switch the order on these now. But other than the Batman, I feel like this one was pretty reasonable. And there you go. All right, not too bad, right? This last one's going to be rough, so get ready for it.